to another episode of Tekkit Classic. And between episodes, I haven't done much. I've just been kind of working on a system that's a little bit more spread out, and therefore easier to work with the redstone and stuff. And so far, I think this is actually pretty good. So if you see, we can... Wait. What's wrong with this? I'm trying to figure out. Troubleshooting. Maybe it's this. Here, let's see. Was that what it was? Or do we need... Is this even facing the right way? Oh, there we go. It was facing the wrong way. But at any rate, this seems to be working pretty well. So, let's see. We can get it all closed up like so. So we have to have that one go first, and then we can have this one go second. Or we can have the rest of these ones all go at the same time. And then the last one, wait, that's the wrong direction. Whoops. Yeah, I was testing out some of this stuff. And, oh, what did we do? What we do that's, wrong? Oh, trying to figure out how to fix it. There. And then like that, and the thing closes. So now we just need to write a computer program that does that for us. So, you know, it opens back up basically without issues. Dude. that's a bit silly. We might want to do some things to make sure that this doesn't end up being an issue with how it interacts with these redstone torches for some reason. But yeah, just like that, it's opened and closed. And so, I don't entirely know how to use RedNet, but I guess this is the best time to use it probably. So we have this open closed door program. We're going to want to terminate that. So I'm actually going to, again, do a bit of research online to figure out what the APIs and everything do. Let's see, how do we want to do this? So what I'm thinking is maybe this program's startup. So if we go to edit, startup, there's nothing here right now. But eventually we're just going to make it so that this computer stays there. And it's just, like, when it opens up, it will just constantly be waiting until it receives a signal. And then when it does, it will either open the door or close the door. And then I want some sort of Boolean variable that tells me when it's open or closed, so that it doesn't stay that way. Or, like, so that if it's open, it doesn't, like, try and push it back further, because that would cause some issues and ultimately waste power and stuff. So alright, let's do it. I'll be back when I figure something out. Alright, so that took a while, but I'm back now. And I got it working on both ends here. At least from a software perspective, I need to get everything hooked up to correctly, you know, get the redstone and everything figured out. But if we go here, we can tell it to open or close, and it will tell you here, if I do close again, it'll tell me that the door is already closed. And then if I tell it to open, it says it's opening it, and so on and so forth. And you can also, like, if you just enter in something invalid, it tells you that, and then it resets. like this computer is what's telling you what's going on. So if I go like this with the invalid command, it says that. And then it sleeps and redoes everything. And it tells you what state the door is currently in. It might be worth it to have some sort of have that communicate with another computer up here and then have it say on the monitor, or on a monitor, the state of the door. But yeah, I'm actually pretty satisfied with the way this has turned out. Now if you want to see the code for these, okay, so the code for this one, I just have some variables for the messages up here. I initially had them set like this because I was using them more than once, but I'm just too lazy to fix them and just put them regularly in now. So basically, while the program is turned on, it opens up RedNet to the right, which is on this side where this is. It doesn't work on any other side because that's what sets the modem on. It clears the monitor, sets the cursor position at the first. Now, I probably don't need this right here, so I'm actually going to remove it. I was having a few bugs with things and just making sure, but they were because I had written some funky code. So let's see. So it gets the user input, and then it prints that it's sending the message to the other computer. It sends it to the computer over here, which the parameters are what ID it is and the input, which is what you have typed here. And then I have something here that says timed out or received, which is a variable, and it initiates a while loop while it waits to receive a message. And basically what this does is, if it doesn't receive a message in a certain amount of time, it tells you that it's timed out, which tells you that you're either out of range or that you need to move in closer, essentially. Or not, oh, what was it? That the computer's either busy or that it's out of range, yeah. And then if the sender is not 11, so if it receives a message not from this computer, it gives you a message that the sender is invalid, and then it re-goes through the loop. And then if it does receive the message, it tells you that it received it. It sleeps for 3 seconds, says it's true, and then breaks the loop, and then that's it for this program. So it's not too complicated. This one is a bit similar, but it's got a lot more handling for the inputs thrown into it. So it starts out, clears everything, says door is currently, and then it gets the state. So the way I'm storing whether or not the door is opened or closed is by having a floppy disk in the disk drive here, and I'm just saying open or closed, like changing the label on it. I could probably be using some other thing, but this was the easiest method off the top of my head to getting that done. So I just decided to go with it. And so right here it waits for a command indefinitely, and after this it prints out that it received a command, and it tells you from what computer, like what the ID was that it got sent, and what the command is. And then if the command is open, it checks if the door is already open, and then it says it's already open and then sends it back. It's sending everything back to communicate back and forth. Otherwise, if it's closed, it runs this code so that we know that it's closed. And right here is where it says sleep 3. This is where I'm going to actually put in the code to activate the redstone stuff for here as well as on the other thing. And if for some reason something goes wrong with the floppy disk in there, it's going to say invalid state, save to disk, and send back disk error. Same thing if you give the command close, it tells you close, door's already closed. If it's open, then it closes it. And then if you give it an invalid command, it says command not valid, and then sends that. So yeah, that's it. And so, with that, we have these. And the next step is to get the wiring all figured out so that it works correctly. And what I kind of was wanting to do was make use of bundled cable, although I'm not sure if the cable works the way I think it does. Because what I'm trying to see if I can get working is have different colored cables that go to different inputs, and then see if I can use these bundled cables to have them intersect with each other. For all I know, that may not work, although we might be able to make use of some of these little red power gates. I don't know, let's get 36 of each of these. And then after this, we're going to need the green and the cyan. So basically what I was trying to say is that we should use the green and cyan for the special arm of the door, and we should use the light blue and lime green for all of the rest of them. So I will eventually get around to doing that. Wait, I need to add 36, and then we need some more of these. Wait, there we go. And then the last one we needed was the light blue. Excellent, so we have all of that. So it looks like we can use the bundled cables the way I'm thinking, according to the wiki. However, I didn't really think this through because I did it a bit silly. Let's try this. Alright, so this gives us regular bundled cable. Okay, this is fine. Let's get 3 from each different color. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 4, because I like changing my mind. Okay, so now, what you've all been waiting for, the activation of this thing. So, I think this is the special one right here. So we're just going to start off right like this, and we are going to put the green right here, the cyan right there, have the bundled cable. We can't really cross those. How are we going to do this? Could probably go back here. Yeah. Alright. Dang it. Here, let's just do that. This is probably... Wait, there was a reason I did it this way. Now how do we get over here? Man. I'm probably gonna have to rearrange some of these. Actually, no, it's not gonna be that difficult. You just gotta go like this. There. And then... voila, it connects. And we can run a cable under it. It's kind of silly, maybe a bit wonky, but it does work. Here, let's move this. And maybe even do this the same on the other side. No, wait. We want it to be like this. And then I believe this is the one that retracts. So we're going to do that for the retract. And on this side, we're going to do the green because it's the other thing. Because it's extending. And, you know, actually, because these bundled cables are a little bit more expensive than the others, and we do have some more of these, I'm just gonna put them the way they are now, where, there we go. Haha. And then right here, you can have the bundled cables come out like this, and then connect the green ones to it. Oh, here's how we can do this. We can put, how can we do this? Oh wait, we just need to go around it, right? And there, we have those ones hooked up. And we need to do this on the other two sides. Alright, so I'm going to do it like this. And have more bundled cables. Man, this is going to be like kind of a mess when it's all said and done. And yeah, so this one retracts. So this one, which is no wait, this retracts. This put it back in. So we're going to want the green to come out right here. So we've got the green hooked up for this one. We're definitely gonna run out of the cables, but it's only a temporary setback. I'll make more if we run out. Alright, so everything's hooked up now. Had to craft a little bit more of the light blue covered insulated wire because I ran out. But let's see here. Let's get some redstone torches and see how well this works. So, from what I gather, this does not interact with redstone, this jacketed wire, or the bundled cable, rather. But if we take this cyan, or wait, what color was the green? I think the green was the one that pushed them out. Let's see. Alright, so that pushes all of them out. And then I'm just going to cover these up. This is actually pretty cool. We can also go like this. Now there's no way to just activate this on its own, I guess, unless we go like this. And it does seem to have a little bit of a delay, but I mean, this is a bit of a complicated thing that we've got going here, like the way the cables wrap around like this. And then for this blue and green, we go green, we push it out again. So the way I was planning on doing this was having it so that this computer, it first sends out this one, and then at the same time it powers this one and this one for the next, and then on the third time it powers these ones one last time. And so that allows these to all fit together here. And then when retracting them, the plan is to have it first retract all of the other ones like this. And then after it retracts those, it does these two at the same time. And then this one has to go a final time. One of the problems that I wasn't anticipating here was that we actually I had plans to make it so that this pushes down so that it's flush with the ground here, and we can't really do that with our current setup just because there's only so many different sides. Wait, actually, I wonder if we have this be light blue instead, and maybe have this back here be what handles the pulling it up and pushing it. Nah, actually that wouldn't work because we'd need two sides available. Now, one option we do have is that we could wirelessly connect this computer with another computer that's somewhere in here that activates the motor frames that push it up and down. But for now, this should work because it does what we need it to. Now all I have to do is add in the code. So I think I might do that on camera. It's not going to be too difficult. And that broke a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is for the pushing it out. And so this would be on its right side. So we needed to do on its right, then the left and right, and then just the right. No, wait, and then just the left. So right, left, and right, then left. Edit, start up. And alright, so right here, we're probably going to want it to sleep for like 1 second while we're doing this. Or like between entering in the states. And I forgot how to have redstone go off from one side, but I have the thing right here opened already, so got the redstone API. Oh, dang it. Right now, I think ComputerCraft's website is down. Okay, so I think it was at the very end here. Oh, it was redstone.setOutput. Okay. And then we set the side and whether it's true or false. And then we come back down here. So, first we're going to start here where the command is to open the door. And again, because I just exited out without really even doing anything, I think we have to give it at least a little bit of time. And another thing, I actually don't know if sleep can be in like decimals. Here, let's test that out right now. Lua. Come on. Okay, so that does work. Just making sure. So we're gonna have it redstone.setOutput put. And first we want it to do it to the right. Yeah, it was right, left, right, and then left. Alright. So right, true, sleep for 0.1 just so that it has enough time to register. And then redstone.setOutput right, false. And then we're gonna have it sleep a little bit after that again. Wait. Yeah, so after it's false, we want it to sleep for a good second or so that it gives it time to open. And then after this, we want to do redstone.setOutput. on both the right and the left. Ah, dang it. Then we'll have it sleep for another just 1/10 of a second. Then we want to disable both of them. And then finally, we want it to activate on only the left. Well, technically not finally, because we still need it to sleep for a little bit. Or have it turn it off. Then we'll just have it sleep for a second. No, wait. Let's have it sleep for 1.7 seconds to make up for all this other time up here. And then we'll save. And then we've also got to do this for the other part, but for now, let's just test and see if the door opens correctly. So let's exit it. No, wait, startup. Oh, wait, we have this set to open. Wait, that's where it's supposed to be. Silly me. Alright, so we gotta, so we gotta activate Sesame here and go open, close door, close. Closing door. Maybe I'm not having it stay on for long enough. Door is currently closed. Or did I have it do the wrong thing? So it says the door is currently closed. What happens if we tell it to open it? Oh, we had it set to do that to open the door. Wait, and that didn't seem to work on the right side. I don't know why that's wrong, but is this activated for some reason? No. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Alright everyone, so I got some of the problems fixed, and now everything is working perfectly as intended. I probably could decrease the amount of time that it sleeps between pulses, but I'm going to keep it the way it is for now. So essentially, one of the biggest problems that I had was this is actually the left side of the block, and this is the right side. I had thought initially that it was from the perspective of the computer facing forward, but it's not. And so now, if we come here and we say close, it sends the message and it closes the door. And then if we open it, then it opens it. So everything works. And I'll actually be including a link, or I'll be including this code in the description of the video. I'll probably link to Pastebin or something where it'll be stored. so that you can use it yourself. Of course, this may not quite apply to you if you're using a bit of a different door design, but the overall concept of the wireless door and making it so that it only works if it's in that current state, yeah, I'm just gonna have that all there if you want to check it out. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna wrap up this episode, because this actually took quite a long time to get programmed correctly, mainly because I didn't really know how to use the APIs and some stuff with Lua in general. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Boop.